What are your experiences of writing? I want to talk about the fear for writing or the fear of writing. Why don't you do this 5-minute exercise? I want you to write down how you feel about writing. Take 5 minutes, but here are some of the rules. I want you to try to write for the whole 5 minutes without stopping at all. If you get stuck, keep writing the same word over and over again until you can get going with your thoughts on another word. Do not punctuate, edit, don't worry about grammar and spelling or anything other than writing down what comes to mind. Try not to think, just write for 5 minutes. Remember, don't lift your pen. Just write for 5 minutes. This is a technique called free writing, and it's one of the most valuable techniques to employ if you want to strengthen your writing. I will talk more about it later in another episode, but for now, just try that exercise. You'll be amazed at how your fear or your anxiety for writing disappears, or you can put it into perspective, because a lot of people they really have a fear to fail in their writing. Anxiety is an emotion characterized by feelings of tension or worried thoughts, and through this exercise you can address that anxiety. Writing anxiety is basically the manifestation of this emotion when a person is writing. And I really believe that you can deal with that in a very constructive and a positive way. It really links to self-efficacy. Now, if you haven't heard of self-efficacy, you get low self-efficacy and you get high self-efficacy. When you have a low self-efficacy is when you say stuff like, I'd rather not think about writing because whenever I do, I think about how difficult it is for me to write. Another one is, I began to suspect that everyone but me knew how to organize their time, to do their research and write successful papers. And it is really a problem it's a barrier when you want to become a successful writer. So my advice is minimize your writing anxiety and maximize your writing self-efficacy. And the exercise that I gave you now is one of those tools that you can use to get going. Thank you for listening to my podcast. Remember to keep your pen in your hand, your fingers on the keyboard, and reach for the stars.